Okay, today we're going to work on lesson 6 homework. The objective is to, here we go, to find 1, 10, and 100,000 more and less than a given number, which means we're going to add and subtract basically. Alright, the first problem we have is 100,000 less than 560,313 is. Alright, so what I would like to do is I would just underline the number that I would place in the place value chart. So I have 560,000, say it and write it, 313. You want to find out 100,000 less than 560,313. So what I would do is just write or just fill out my place value chart where I have my ones, tens, hundreds, I have thousands, I also have my 10,000s, I abbreviate this again, and I have 100,000s, hun, thou, th, and I have millions. Okay, so what I would do is just place my dots here. I do dots. You can do numbers if you like. You can put 3 there. That's 3 ones. This is 110. And this is 300s. Let's put my 3 here. We put 1 here. We have 0 thousands. We have 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let me just write the number 6. And we have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we have 500,000s. And it says 100 less than. So what I would do, it says 100 less, so the word less comes out. So I would subtract. So what I would need to do is subtract 100,000. So I circle that and exit out. Circling, I'm just identifying the one that I will cancel or delete. So I have 1, 2, 3, 400,000, 60,313. So the only thing that changed is I'm taking away 100,000 from this. So this is going to change to not 5 but 4 now. And I would rewrite that as 460,313. So as you can see, the only thing that changed was the 100,000 less. So I just took one of the 100,000s away, and now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and that gives me my new number, which is 460,313. Okay, well now we're going to look at 1B. We have 10,000 more than 300,000 plus 90,000 plus 5,000 plus 40 is. Again, we're going to use our number line. I can just back up. I will underline my expanded form number, where we're going to write 300,000 is what it is, and we have 90,000 and 5,000. So this is all in my thousands. So I need to write this together. So I have 395,040. So I need to place that in the tens. 40. And this is 10,000, of course. So we write that out. So the next thing I need to do is fill in my place value chart, where I have ones, tens. Again, this is just good practice. Hundreds, thousands. We have 10,000s. Thou. We have hun, thou, and we have millions. Okay. So from here, it says more. Like the first problem, we had less. So less means subtract. More will mean to add. So let's go ahead and place 395,040 in our place value chart. So as you can see, we have 0, 1. So I just put 0 there. Or I can leave it blank, but I like to identify it. So we have 4 tens, 2, 3, 4. Write my number 4. Now you can choose either or. You can use a dot, so just simply write the number in. I'm just going to do both to show both. We have 0, again, 0 hundreds. So I'm just going to place 0 to identify how many hundreds. I have 5 thousands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and just the number 5 as well. Next I have 9 10,000s. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and write the number 9 there. And I have 3 hundreds. Now write the number 3 here. So it says I have 10,000 more than 395,040. So it says 10,000, so I look at the 10,000s place and it says 10,000 more. So I just need to add one more 10,000 here. So now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is going to change to 10. Now let's look at this. We have 10 10,000s. So this is like 10 groups. So 10 10,000s is also 100,000. So now this is going to move to a larger unit. So this is now going to become 400,000s. And now this all moved over to the 100,000. So now this is going to be 0. And we have this 5,000. That didn't change. 0 hundreds. We have 4 tens and 0 ones. So now it's going to read as 405,000. Put my comma here. 40. So I'm say that again. 405,040. So I just write that here. So now I have 405,040. So as we debrief this, we had to add, which the word more means add. We had to add 10,000. So we previously had 9 10,000. So when we added one more 10,000, that made this 10 10,000s. And since we have a group of 10 10,000s, that is going to move to larger units. The next larger unit is 100,000. So we move that as 1 over because 10 10,000s is 100,000s. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 400,000s. Since we move this over to the larger unit, we no longer have 10,000. So we have 0 here, 5,000s, 0 hundreds, 4 tens, and 0 ones. So our new number is 405,040. Now let's look at 1C. The problem reads 448,077 is, we need to find this out, than 347,077. So since the numbers are already written in standard form, we don't need to do any changes here. So all we need to do now is just put our place value in our place value charts, our words here. Ones, tens, we have hundreds, we have thousands, 10,000s, 10 thou shalt continue. Hun, thou, and mil. I'd love to have that $1 million. That would be great. Alright. So let's go ahead and place our numbers in our place value chart. Again, this time I'm just going to use dots instead of the dots and the numbers. I just decided to do that for this time. So let's go ahead and place 448,077. So we have 7 ones. So I'll place that here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 tens. So I'll place 7 tens here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 0 hundreds, so I'll just put 0 here to identify it like I did the last time. We have 8,000, so I'll place 8 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 4 10,000s, so I'll just place 4 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I have 4 100,000s. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, since I have another number here, because I need to find out 448,077 is, will it be more or less than 347,077? Alright, what I would do, I'll just draw a line, divide that in half so I can write the second number right below it so I can compare it. It's just good practice. So I have 7 ones, so I'll write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Next I have 7 tens, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 0 hundreds. I have 7 thousands, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, next I have, got caught up there. I have 4 10,000s, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I have 300,000, 1, 2, 3. So what I would do next is just compare them. I have 7 ones, 7 ones, so they're the same. I have 7 tens, 7 tens, 0 hundreds, 0 hundreds, and notice here I have the top number, I have 8,000s, and this number I have 7,000s. So this number here is 1,000 more. So this is something that's different. So I identify the difference there. It's 1,000 difference. So I just write a little note, 1,000, right there. So next I have 4 10,000, so that's the same. And next I have 400,000s. And I also have 300,000. So there's another difference here. And the difference is, let me go back to this. I have 1,000 more. And I just draw an arrow just to identify that. And then here I have 100,000 more. Just writing little notes to myself. And I would just draw an arrow that it's 1,000 more there. So what I have is 100,000 more, and I have 1,000 more. So if I go back up to my problem here, I have 448,077 is, how much more? So I have 100,000 more and 1,000 more. So what I can do, I can write that out. I can just write 1,000 more. You may say, where did I get that from? Well, what you can do, I take a scratch sheet of paper here. I just write that out. So I have 100,000, and I also had 1,000. And it's more, so that means I'm going to add. So I have 0, 0, 0, comma, 1, 0, 1. So all I did was add up the 100,000 and 1,000 to get 101,000. Get my sheet back here. So that's where I got that from. So what I need to write now is 448,077 is 101,000 more than 347,077. So let's debrief here. So what I did in the beginning, I just took either number. I could have did either number, so I chose the first number, which was 448,077, and I placed those numbers in my place value chart. Then next, I drew a line to compare the second number, and I just simply wrote that number in the place value chart as well, as you can see. And then all I did was compare the place values, and I noticed that my ones are the same, my tens are the same, my hundreds are the same, and then I noticed that there's a difference here. My top number had 1,000 more, so I just made a mental note here, and I pointed to where it's more. And then I noticed that the 10,000s are the same, and then my 100,000s, there's a difference here. I noticed that I have 400,000 at the top number and 300,000 the bottom number. So I noticed that I have one more here, so that's 100,000 more. How do I know that it's 100,000? Because I'm in 100,000 place value. So what I did, I took those two numbers and I added them up because it's more here and more here. So we understood from 1b that more means add. So I added those two numbers up. As you can see what I did right here. Added those two numbers. And it came out to be 101,000 more. So I just simply wrote that in my sentence. 448,077 is 101,000 more than 347,077. Okay, I'm going to skip over the second session. If you have any questions about either one of these problems, you can just send me a comment and I can go over each one. But it seems that I get more questions about the word problems. I'm also going to skip over section 3. Again, if you want me to solve these problems step by step, I can do that. Just send me a comment and I will do that for you. But the word problem is where I get a lot of questions. So let's read this. We have, in 2012, Charlie earned an annual salary of $54,098. So I just circle that number. At the beginning of 2013, Charlie's annual salary was raised by $10,000. Now this word right here stood out to me as I was reading. The word raise. I know raise is going up. So going up to me means that I'm going to add. So I'm going to increase it or add more to it. So it says in my question, how much money would Charlie earn in 2013? So I should use pictures, words, or numbers to explain my thinking. Notice what they said. This is something they want us to use. I don't want to ignore that. So I'm going to use pictures, words, or numbers to explain my thinking. So what I'm thinking is that I need to raise. So that means I'm going to add. Add what? 10,000 to what? 54,098. So all I need to do from here is just write my annual salary for 2012. And I would just write that 2012 right here to identify where that came from. So that's my annual salary, or should I say Charlie's annual salary in 2012. Now in 2013, his annual salary was raised or added 10,000. So they're going to add 10,000 more to his salary that was in 2012. So I'm going to add 10,000 more. So I just identify this as 2013. That's how much he was raised. Alright, so all we need to do now is just simply add this. So we have 8 plus 0 is 8. 9 plus 0 is 9. 0 plus 0, of course, is 0, comma. 4 plus 0 is 4, and 5 plus 1 is 6. So this is his new salary. Them dollar signs now. I'm going to go back and add those dollar signs. Dollar sign, baby. Alright. So now what we have is $64,098. $64,098. All we did was added 10,000 more. So let's debrief. So I found out in 2012, Charlie earned $54,098. In 2013, he was given a raise, which means that he added more. How much more? $10,000 more in 2013. So I took those two numbers, added them up, and it came out to be $64,098.